Beautiful. And as we enter into this online space, this container that's holding us today, I'm visualizing a circle around all of us that's connecting all of us into this kaupapa, which is all about preparation for birth. And I lit a candle this morning to hold space for us. So just imagining as if this candle and this flame is in the center of our circle. So if you can just imagine that all these gorgeous faces up on the screen are holding space in this circle that we are all being a part of right now. And what's shared in this circle is safe, it's sacred. We will be learning some tools, some holistic wellness tools that you can take with you in your journey as you prepare for birth. And yeah, I'm really just sharing. Number one, I'm sharing because I have to practice my facilitation because I'm studying childbirth education. And I'm really at a stage now where I'm wanting to practice facilitation and discovering my own way to teach and what feels good. So part of it is that. And the other part is actually that this is my real passion. And this journey, which I'm actually going to drop into and share a little bit about that. So you know a little bit about me if you don't already. And why I'm doing this is because for me, birth has been a massive initiation into not only becoming a mama, but it's also triggered massive healing right through my family line. And every single baby brought up something new. And from conversations and sharing and kōrero and wānanga that I've had with other wahine and other sisters and friends and teachers is that is exactly what happens with birth, and that is such a sacred time, and that who we are as women is incredibly sacred, and the role that we have to be of service to life and bringing life into form is massive, and this is a huge kaupapa, but we're not doing that all today. But today is really just about bringing it back into what is practical and what you can take with you in your kite. You might want to work on it and find your own way. But we're going to be talking about some things that are really good for us, especially as we're preparing to soften and open and to surrender into that beautiful journey of birth. So firstly, want to mihi to all of you, all of your incredible knowledge that each of you hold already. This learning is not about me having all the answers. It's actually about this holding this container, this circle, so that what is shared is actually collective sharing, and we're all learning from each other. Yeah, I'm really just setting the intention and seeing what happens. I've also created a PowerPoint, so I'm going to try and pop that up as well so that you've got that visual there, and I'll share my screen so you can see that. But firstly, I just want to mihi to each and every one of you and your babies, and yeah, and just the courage for you to show up today. I know it's not easy sometimes when we've got obstacles. And the rain hasn't stopped here. Today's the first day we've had sunshine in a long time. We've had roadblocks. Our Wi-Fi this morning wasn't working. I thought I wasn't going to get through to Wairoa to take ai or to Kohanga. And anyway, look, we're here. And that's another thing that I wanted to speak to in this introduction part, is that birth is just like a river. And I'm looking at around me as I'm driving back from Kohanga this morning and going, look at the land that's moving. Look at the water that's actually literally carving the land and making way and making space for that water to flow on out to the moana. And I thought that was a really powerful thing to think about when we're entering this kōrero and these practices, is imagining as if we are like water. And birth is something that is like so natural. It's something that comes through us that we actually have no control over. It's something that comes from deep down inside us, and which is often why there are incredible obstacles that may come up in the process of pregnancy. And that's normal, because that which is sacred is usually always these massive obstacles. And when we're trying to do something really important to us, we're always tested. And birth is a great example of that. So these tools are things that you can take with you to just soften and let them marinate in your awareness. Whatever resonates, awesome. Whatever doesn't, that's kei pai too. Yeah, so I'm going to just find this PowerPoint. And okay, hang on a second. So I think what I'm going to do in this moment, okay, I'm going to come back to you all, is I will figure that out. I know I have got to change some settings, but I'm actually going to open this space so that you can all start to share. I would like to hear from all of you just something little about yourself, so that we're all connected up in this circle, because I know there's always obstacles, and this is a great example of it. But we're going to hang in there and we're going to stay connected in our beautiful circle. So just take a beautiful deep breath into your belly and become aware of what it is that's brought you into this space today. And I invite you to, one by one, just share something about yourself. It might be your first name, it might be where you come from, it might be why you're here. But really just for us to all have an opportunity to share our voice in the circle. Okay, kia ora. So Amber, you might as well start.
Kia ora. Kia ora wahine mā, ko Amber Darcy tōku wingua, ko whakapūnaki te mātou Māui tiki tiki a tāranga tōku maunga, ko hangaro, ko kaitarahai, ko ruaki turi, ko te wairo oku awa, ko taki te mute waka, ko ngā te kangunu te mea ronga mai wahine, oku iwi, ko ngai ko hatu, me Ngāti Hinihika oku hapu. Ko Amber Darcy ahau. So, kia ora everybody. I live in Wairoa. I've been our Ōwahi Kore, our smoke-free, since the beginning of COVID. Prior to that, I did meri, and I've always enjoyed being the healer of our whānau and our community wherever I've been. What brought me here today is being with beautiful wahine. I'm currently working up with our midwives in the maternity team. And since the floods, it's been an amazing opportunity to support our mamas in every way that is needed, whether it be the basic welfare, because quite a few mamas were displaced. And so any way that we can support and uplift and encourage and give aroha, then that's what my role is. And yeah, so very, very grateful to be here and to grow and learn from everybody. So ngā mihi nui anō. Here, we'll pass it over to Brookie.
Kia ora. My name is Brooke. I'm in my final year with this midwifery degree. It's through Otago. I'm from Gisborne. I've been in Palmerston North studying for the last 8 years, and now I've moved back home to Gizzy to finish my placements here. I'm in and out of Gisborne and Whitehall for this placement and planning to be working in Gisborne next year as well. I'm here because Amber invited me and I'm super excited to learn all of this. My kind of philosophy that I've created through my years through this degree is about empowering women to have a positive pregnancy and birth. And that's what I strive to be through this degree and through my future practice. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you.
beautiful, Brooke.
Thanks.
Lovely to have you with us. Thank you for bringing her in, Amber.
Yeah. I really want to bring many more in too, because this space is a sacred space. Like everything that you deliver, really, powerful. So if we can support you in any way, I would love to actually have this be something for all of our mama, because we're all needing it, and we're here for our mamas. So ngā mihi nui.
Beautiful. Thank you, Amber. Thank you. Aroha, would you like to share, darling? Can't hear you. I could go off mute, babe. Hang on. Oh, there you go.
Oh, here I am. Kia ora, everybody. My name is Aroha Huatakrekno, and I am from Mahia, and Raupunga, and heaps of other places. But yeah, we'll just stick with Mahia today. But yeah, I am a mama of 3, and I'm hapu with 3 boys, and I'm hapu with baby number 4, and it's finally a girl. I live in Waikaremoana with my partner. And I am here because Charlotte is just amazing.
Whatever.
And yeah, like I've experienced birth before, but I don't know, anything that can just, because birth is very, it is, I don't know how to explain it. It's just totally amazing, but a little bit scary, but we all got to do it. And well, if you're hapu, and just anything like breathing tools, anything, like I've already done it 3 times before, but anything that can support me in giving birth, I'm down to listen and listen to all the beautiful kōrero and everything. But yeah, that's me.
Amazing. Amazing. So awesome to have you here, Aroha, and to have your loving Aroha vibration. Yeah, and also just nice to have you here, and are you the only hapu mama that we have here, or is Hene Smith? Darling, kia ora. Would you like to come onto the mic? And oh. Are you there, Hene? We can't hear you, honey, and that's okay. I'm guessing you're here with us, but something's not working and you can't jump in. That's okay. That's all right. We're just going to mihi to you, Hine, and hold that space for you. And heard something then. Okay, now I'm going to jump to you, Debbie.
There I am. Let me get. Oh, I'm not on mute. Sorry, I was going to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, kena koutou katoa, ko Debbie, tōko ingoa, no Ingarani, me koutou rana, oko tupuna, hei kai whakawhānau, aho hei kaiako hoki, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou tā katoa, nā mihi nui ki a koutou katoa. So, a huge apologies. This is a work in progress. I'm Debbie, and I am a midwife and a teacher, and I'm fortunate enough to have the beautiful Charlotte. I feel like I'm a mother hen, she's under my wing. But in actual fact, we learn so much from Charlotte. She is a beacon of everything that embodies araha and just beautifulness. And honestly, she is such a gift to the community that she'll be serving, but also to us in ARA. And it is really, I'm the learner more than I am the teacher for Charlotte. So we're very grateful for her and that she has put this training session on too. And we are genuinely here to support, not to oversee in any way. So it's very nice to meet you all. And hopefully, and good luck with your daughter, Araha. Very exciting. So yeah, I'm just privileged to be here and very privileged to meet you all too.
Thank you, Debbie. You made me cry.
Oh, well, that gets you back for what you did to me last time we met. I seem to be constantly in tears when Charlotte's around.
Well, I'm going to tell you why.
Team in tears last time.
If I can open this bloody PowerPoint, I'll be explaining why tears are so important in the path of birth and rebirth. Okay, Nikki.
Atamarie wahine mā. Nā mihi nui kia koutou, nā mihi nui Charlotte. Tino pai te wā whakaako. Well done getting us together for this session. Ko Irish oku tipuna. Ko Scott, Rato, ko Hannon, ko Brosnahan, oku whānau ingoa. He no timaru aho. He kaiako aho ki teacher education. Ko tangata taritio. Nō reira, tēnā koutou katoa. And I too endorse what Deb's saying. And Charlotte, I'm just so excited that you're able to put this together and that you've got such wonderful, beautiful support for what you're doing, because we so want you to be able to, complete what you're doing. And to be able to share what you're doing in the space with facilitation. And it's a shame that you need a certificate in any way, shape or form. So we're really, really, excited that you are going to be able to do this. And with, sharing, you're a great taonga, and we really, give all our aroha to you and to your whānau as you are preparing to be in this space in a greater capacity. And and I'm really hopeful for you and excited also about the 10-hour sessions that you're putting together as well. So this is a really great, you're with the group that you're with, who we just want you to feel okay about being in the space, and you've started off so beautifully. And yes, the PowerPoint will work eventually. And yeah, so ngā mihi nui, Charlotte, all the best, and I'll continue to enjoy what's happening here.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you so much. I learned so much from these incredible tutors of mine. And I want to mihi to one of my probably greatest inspirations for this mahi, and why I'm probably in this space other than my own children. But it was actually one of my midwives that I had, who's no longer with us. She passed away a few years ago when I was actually training, doing midwifery. But she passed away during that time, and her name was Lizzie Tamipo. And I'm not sure if you know her, but her name still sends sparks through many other wahine that I connect with in this space, that got the pleasure and honour to know Lizzie. Lizzie was she was a Māori midwife based up in Waipiro Bay on the east coast, and she lived and worked and breathed that whenua up there, and worked with mama way out in the back blocks, and she would drive like miles every day, and into the roughest roads, into the roughest conditions. And not only was she an incredible midwife who could tick all the boxes, she also held a space for wahine and for our Māori mama to really move through their process of haputanga and birth with their values and their tikanga intact. And that's what actually was a real game changer for me. It was, I was lucky to have Lizzie as my midwife for my second baby, and I gave birth to him up in Te Puia, and she was the only support I had. She believed in me, and before I had Lizzie, she wasn't. I mean, I didn't believe in myself. My first birth, that's another story, but it was definitely not the same. I wasn't connected to my power. I was young, and I gave my power away to the health professionals, and I didn't believe in myself. I didn't know what that was sitting, that's here, and that opens, and that gets triggered, and not triggered, that unfolds beautifully when we birth. And for me, with the process of birthing my second son, something happened. And to be quite honest, I think what happened was natural birth. That's what happened. And I got to experience that deep surrender, that real deep trust and belief in my deepest vulnerability and my deepest strength. Like, they met, and Taiao came out bang on the dot between the 21st and 22nd of June, so just a few days ago, on the solstice, and he was born 12 o'clock on the dot, like boom. And his birth wasn't just his birth, it was literally my rebirth. It felt like I had just totally let go, and this whole new Charlotte started to form. And it took time, and she's still forming. But that incredible natural birth that was that I was able to keep my mana and my power intact. I was guided to connect with Papa Tuanuku. She taught me old school tools. She told me to go into the moana, put your feet in there, As the tide comes in, breathe into your belly, Charlotte. Breathe in and feel the waters inside your womb. And as the waves roll in, we breathe in. And then as the tides pull out, we exhale, breathe out. So these were the kinds of tools that she taught me. And I actually didn't realize until after she passed away how much she wasn't just a midwife. She was like what's the word? Kind of like mahuika, the goddess of fire, the flame keeper. It felt like for all the mama that I know who have been supported by Lizzie, that she lit a light or a spark inside them, and that was their sacred feminine essence. And ever since I've had her, I think that that's what's happened inside me. And so I don't mean to, but what comes through when I'm sharing my own experiences and sharing my tools is a sacred spark, but it's not mine. It's a sacred spark right back to the source of creation. And when we're in this space, that's what we're navigating. We're navigating something much bigger than ourselves, and we're actually connecting into aspects of our environment as well. We're connecting and we're honoring the energy and the strength and the stability of Papa Tuanuku. We're opening and clearing the pathway for birth, so we can think of Tāwhiri Mātia as well. So he clears the path. That's the winds. And then we've got the rains. We've got all of that. We've got all our atua wahine, all the unseen things in birth. They're all a part of it. And that's why, and what I've wanting to share with you all today, which is really just 3 basic things, but it's about connecting in with what is bigger than just right here, right in your living room or in the chair. It's going beyond that, and it's connecting in with the Mauri, or the life force that's moving through all things, connecting into our breath, which is connecting to our heart, which is pumping oxygen and nutrients around our body. And when we're hapu, it's connecting to our baby. That's something that before Lizzie passed away, the last time I saw her, she was on her deathbed and we were doing Reiki. And she gave me this framework, which I hope to do it justice one day. But she said to me, Charlotte, ko tahi te ha, one breath. It's about the oneness of our breath with mama and pepe. And through the breath, we can do everything. Through our breath, we can calm our nerves. Through our breath, we can anchor in. Through our breath, we can actually balance our hormones. Through our breath, we can release tension, and we can go into those waters, into those contractions, and the rise and the rise and fall of the tides of those contractions. If through our breath we can move through it, and we can release the pain, or we can release it through our breath. That's why we have it. It's our tool, the best tool that we can ever use for anything. But birth is amazing for using our breath. And so that's our kaupapa. That's our number one kaupapa today, is ko tahi te ha. We're working with the oneness of our breath. And also the other breath that we're working with is the breath of Papa Tuanuku, the energy of Earth Mother, the Mauri of Papa Tuanuku that moves through all things. Without Earth Mother or Papa Tuanuku beneath our feet right now, we wouldn't even be here. So that's another one that we're working with. We're working with the breath of Papa Tuanuku and that energy and vitality that comes up through her and through our physical body and through our breath. We're drawing in that life force energy, and then we're feeding it to our baby. We're feeding it to our pipi. And then as we exhale, we're exhaling carbon dioxide, but we're also releasing tension and fear and worries and doubt and anything else, any other obstacles or worries about road slips or Wi-Fi connections or PowerPoints. Bloody hell. We use our breath and we clear the way. So that's the first tool that I'm going to be working with you through our breath. The second one is we're going to probably get off your chairs, and we're going to drop into our bodies a bit more, and we're going to create some space through our pelvis, and we're going to just invite a little bit of gentle movement, and really using our breath as well, still the whole way through, using our breath to really to guide our practice and to drop in and to feel what needs to shift. Because actually when we are hapu and when we're birthing, if we can tune out of all the external noise, you know what you need. You know what your body needs. You know what your baby needs to get into that gorgeous position. You know, and it's about trusting in yourself and making space to really listen and feel. So we're building up practices that we can do every day. So then when birth comes, you know, and when you're in that process and instinctually you might want to move your leg or turn onto your side or whatever it is to help assist baby rotating down the pelvis. And that's your inner knowing. And so, and by doing these things now, we're putting them in practice, and we're creating habits that are really helpful for when we come into the time of actually being in the river and we can't get out. The only way through is through the breath and trusting and surrendering to it. So, so does that sound good? And our last tool is we are going to finish off with some beautiful massage. So I was trying to find a hapu mama to work with here in Mahia, but no one wants to come out of their caves at the moment. So we're going to work on ourselves, and if you're hapu or if you're not hapu, we're going to imagine. The other thing is we're all working on something right now. And so if you're not hapu, I know that you're marinating something, you're manifesting, and you're creating something inside you. And so use that awareness as we're working with our whare tangata in our womb of creation. Okay. So yeah, we're going to finish off with some massage, and you don't have to use pani or oil, but you can if you want, but just use your hands. That's kete pai. So just take a moment if you want to pop away for a little drink of water, wharepaku or something, and I'm going to try and change the setting so I can share my screen, and then we'll get into it, eh? Does that sound good? So just take 2 minutes. Ka pai? Thank you.
Dealing with it now. Well done. Kia ora, Charlotte. I look forward to watching this recording. I'm going to have to jump off and quickly go and jump on another Zoom, but I will be back.
Kia ora, darling. Kei te pai.
And Brooke is going to stay.
Okay, that's awesome.
Okay, cool.
Love
Talk
you.
soon.
See you.
Love you too. Enjoy
Thank you.
Wahine Ma.
Okay. So welcoming you all back to our gorgeous space. Welcome to my floor. So we're just going to start to come into our breath now. We're just going to anchor into our body and anchor into our breath and finding a comfortable way of sitting. As you soften, and just have a wee look at your screen right now. I'm just going to press play just so you can see this PowerPoint that I created. So just take a nice deep breath in and just really connect with this the energy of this video that I'm about to share. Right out the process of clearing space, spiritually cleansing, removing obstacles, clearing the path, the sacred channel for birth, for new life. Wairea, the process in which all that is unseen may be acknowledged released and returned, so that all that is will be brought to life. There's nothing for Te roto I te ao marama. Nau mai e tamar kia mihi atu au e haere mai a koe I te kūnenga mai o te tangata I roto I te ahuru. Cool. So that's just a wee introduction, calling you into this space, calling you into our kaupapa. And then we've talked a bit already about our learning outcomes and what we're going to be covering in this session. And I'll just go over them again. So you're going to be learning holistically designed techniques and tools to use in preparation for birth. We're going to be looking at the power of the breath, oneness of breath, heart, body, and baby. So that's our kotahi te ha that we just spoke about. I'm going to be guiding you into your breath and into a bit of a meditation, visualization, and then we are going to be dropping into our body, optimal positioning, working with creating space and listening and tuning into what is needed inside you today. We're going to go over also massage and the healing art of touch during pregnancy and how helpful it is. Not just pregnancy, but that is our kaupapa of today. And so we're going to begin with our breath. So closing your eyes. Closing your eyes and becoming aware of your belly button. Becoming aware of the rising and falling of your chest as you breathe. You might want to rub your palms of your hands and just place them over your eyes as you breathe in and drawing life force energy right into your belly. And exhale, softening and releasing our hands down onto our heart space. Breathing into your belly. Drawing that beautiful Maori aroha right up through your body, right through your legs and up into your central channel. Opening your heart space. Creating space through your shoulders, your neck, and exhale. Releasing any tension you're feeling. Becoming aware of your natural breath. And allowing yourself just to be. Scanning your body and feeling where there may be knots of tension. And this time as you breathe in, imagine as if you're flooding your whole body with this vibration of love right through your breath. And send it to that part of you that needs it. And exhale and soften. Becoming aware of your baby inside you. or the seed that is inside you that you're manifesting or creating right now. Becoming aware of your whare tangata and your womb. Bringing our hands down onto our womb, onto our whare tangata. And imagining this soft rose quartz pink color right through here. And as we breathe in, we're breathing oxygen and life force into our body and right to our baby. And imagining baby is cloaked in this loving, unconditional, infinite vibration of aroha. Becoming aware of your womb and what those muscles feel like in and around your pelvis. Becoming aware of those tiny little muscle fibers and tissue, the ligaments, the bony structures, your hips and your pelvis and your sacrum. And sending this loving vibration right through you to this part of you. And breathing in, breathing awareness up into our rib cage and feeling our rib cage. Feeling any pressure that may be on your rib cage with your growing and expanding baby, and sending love here. Creating space to breathe. And rubbing our palms and bringing them down onto our shoulders and our neck, and giving yourself a little massage. Our neck is a place that we carry a lot of tension, especially when we are busy or if we have a lot of hats to wear. Our neck is also connected to our cervix. Our throat is connected down to our vaginal canal. And so through softening and relaxing these muscles through our neck, we're also inviting the rest of us in our womb and our whare tangata and our vagina. We're allowing that space to soften. And now dropping your tongue down and letting your tongue just soften at the back of your throat. Bringing your hands onto your face as you release tension through your jaw. Softening your jaw. So our chin and our jaw, our kauai, it's all connected to our whare tangata, which is why our tipuna get markings here, is it actually activates our whare tangata. And so when we are in the process of creating or manifesting, or we're being taught big things, we often tighten through our jaw. And so we give ourselves permission and try to remind ourselves to soften this part of us. And as we soften our jaw, we also feel into our hips, into our pelvis, and feel any sensations that may be happening. And now coming to the space between our eyebrows and rubbing just gently with our fingertips, creating space here. and drawing our fingertips up and over our crown. So we're stimulating a rebalancing of our pineal gland or third eye. And this is where all our hormones are guided and told what to do, basically. All the functions of our body. And so we allow ourselves to feel a clearing here, a rebalancing, a reshifting as we drop into our breath. Rubbing your legs, connecting to your legs, giving them a nice rub, feeling any tension in your thighs, and just rubbing them, sending your breath there. And hopefully you feel nice and comfortable now, and you're able to sit in your body and close your eyes and breathe. Exhale. And again, inhale into your belly, diaphragm expanding. Through your nose and into your belly, and exhale out your mouth. And inhale, breathing in your nose, breathing in. And hold it for 2 seconds. And exhale, breathing out your mouth. A little pause before we breathe in again, breathing in our nose, right through our belly. And hold it for a few seconds here. And exhale. You don't hold it for too long if you're pregnant. Just a few little microseconds. Breathing in again. This time, as you breathe in, imagining as if you're entering the river. And becoming aware of the waters inside your womb. Softening and breathing naturally and fluidly, entering into the river. It could be a deep river. It could be a slow moving river. It's your river. As you breathe, becoming aware of the waters of your river. And what do they feel like on your skin? Listening to the sound of the river flowing around you. And feeling this trickling, fluid moving of water. Becoming aware of any sensations if they arise as you enter the water. Any doubts or fear or anything else. Become aware of it and send it love. And feeling deeper into the current of this river, of your river. Releasing layers as you enter her. Staying in your your breath and visualizing walking into this river step by step until the river takes you off your feet, staying in your breath. You're now floating down this river, and you are safe, staying in your breath. Feeling the softness of the silky water around your body. Trusting this process. The river's taking you somewhere. Keeping your eyes closed and your attention on your breath. Becoming aware of the color of this river and the quality of the water. Any nutrients and life in that river. Are there any tuna or eels or fish? Just becoming aware of them and allowing yourself to stay in your breath and feeling the barrier of your skin and the water, and feeling the support the water is holding you up, and soften your body fully and gently as you become one with this river that is you. You are this river. Stay in your breath. And this river is moving and making its way to the ocean. Becoming aware of any feelings you're feeling in your body now. And staying close to the connection of your breath. Becoming aware of the soil and the dirt that is holding and containing this river. Becoming aware of any turns and twists the river is making. Becoming aware of any logs, any unseen obstacles that arise as you move through this journey towards the ocean. And with your awareness, exhaling and releasing any of those unseen blockages, any logs, and allowing that river to find balance as you exhale and use your breath. Breathing into your bellies and feeling the fullness of the waters inside you, and feeling the fullness of the waters around you, and feeling the current stronger as you breathing into your belly And you're coming closer to where the ocean meets the sea. And you're visualizing and hearing the sound of the moana. And what does that feel like inside your body? Breathing into your belly and a deep trust and surrender. And exhaling, becoming aware of your physical body, becoming aware of any sensations you're feeling and any insights that are arising for you. Taking a moment to connect with the ocean, the feeling of the ocean as we're getting closer. And expanding your rib cage and creating space in your lungs as you breathe in this powerful clearing and cleansing energy of the ocean. And this deep trust and surrender that your river knows the way. And very slowly wriggling your toes and wriggling your fingers and coming out of this visualization nice and slowly and gently, rubbing the palms of our hands. You might want to take some notes if you have a journal or a piece of paper and a pen. You might want to just quickly write down a few words of what's come up for you through that process. Rubbing the palms of our hands first and just gently placing them over our eyes. Breathing in life force energy coming out of the river, back onto land and back into your body, back into the present moment, back into the Zoom call, back into our sacred circle. Taking a few moments just to jot down anything that's come up for you in this little exercise. Or become aware of it. If you don't have a pen and paper, just take a moment to feel into it. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay. I'm going to ask each one of you to just share something small about what you've experienced in that little exercise. Doesn't have to be long, but something that's come up for you. Okay. Yes, Debbie, you go first.
I just wanted to say that I also lit my candle and had this throughout so that I can be in the circle. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
And what really resonated for me was you're talking about the rose crystal as I centered myself and took that into my womb. I have 2 granddaughters living with me at the moment. This is our third day in Eden. So Eden was the the extra person I've got sitting beside me who was also sharing in the meditation. So thank you for that. And we went and got them a crystal, and rose crystal was the one that we're getting her mum to carry, and the girls to carry, so that even though they're distanced by a whole island, they live in Tauranga, that they can connect with their mum anytime they want to, and so can I. So we all have rose crystals. So to connect not just with the Pepe, but also my Mokopuna, that it goes down generations, not just one step, but as many steps. And I always feel that you carry those eggs with you as you are hapu yourself. I have carried those eggs that then my daughter had, and then so there's something of me in my Mokopuna too. So I really felt that as I was connected, and you chose the exact crystal that we chose as a family to connect us. So thank you for that. That was very, very profound.
It's beautiful. That's so beautiful, Debbie. I've actually got one here with me as well.
Look at the size of yours. Mine's in my bedroom at the moment.
It looks massive, but it's actually it's not that.
Yeah, mine sits in the palm of my hand beautifully. We just give it a squeeze and then we're all together. All the wahine in our whānau. Yeah.
That's amazing, Debbie. Thank you. Anyone else like to share?
I'll go next. I really like that. I forgotten about meditation. I did it lots at the beginning of this degree. And now as life gets busy, kind of forget about that. And it's so useful because I hold so much anxiety like in my chest always, especially during placements. I've been really lucky that it hasn't been triggered in Wairoa. The midwives have been so lovely, and my experience here has been really great. But doing those breathing exercises, like I feel my heart start to raise, that kind of anxiety come up, but it release instead of like the pushing down that you constantly feel when you have anxiety. So yeah, it was really nice to be reminded of that tool that I can use when those times come up where I struggle with anxiety, and holding it right in my chest, and it blurs every other thought and vision that I have at the time. So thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Brooke. That's an awesome share, and something that I'm sure that we all deal with at times, of pushing those things down, and such a beautiful opportunity to remember, isn't it? We're more than all of that. We need those deep those opportunities to come into that deeper part of us to create more ease. Hey. Anyone else like to share? Nikki?
Yeah, kia ora. So I was here, but I didn't have my my video on, so I found that button as well. So yeah, I very much enjoyed that whole process, and your Charlotte, you're wanting to bring healing to people. So, and with the power of the breath and the visualization and all those kind of things, and clearly you are, and clearly it is such a powerful cleansing healing process to go through, and the visualizations and your words, and they register, as you say, on so many different levels. So I thank you for the opportunity for that. I am at work, and yeah, so and someone's probably going to come in soon, and I might have to disappear. But how wonderful to bring this wonderful sacred spiritual space into my mahi. Kia ora for that, Charlotte.
Thank you, Nikki. So nice that you're here.
Our whole staff needs it. It's so stressful here at the moment.
Yeah, I think the whole world is actually going through this. So
Yes, that's why this is just so extraordinarily important for everybody. And well done you with being able to work with Pepe and work with whatever seed that is within us. That is very inspirational.
beautiful. Hey, I'm just gonna ask again if Hine, if you can share it, or I'm not sure if you can, or if you're just able to observe. Otherwise, if you can share, Hine. I'm not sure if she can or not. Otherwise, we're gonna shift to you, Aroha.
Oh, I just feel so tired now and relaxed. I'm like sitting here doing it and breathing. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I want Charlotte, I think I want you to record so welcome in labour. I can just listen to you and relax because oh my
Oh,
I
yeah.
just I feel like going for a morning now.
So do I.
Definitely, I don't know, it just calms your whole wide world. I was even sitting there thinking, oh my gosh, I need to get me a playlist together with
Yes.
just like, the sounds of the moana, the
Yes.
sound of the awa, even a crystal bowl thing.
That's right.
Yeah, it was so beautiful though. And because I know that breathing is one of the most important things whilst we're in labour, and connecting with your breath and your whare tangata, your whole whilst going through that experience, and it was just beautiful. Goodness.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to like plan my whole birth and my breathing and well,
That's
I've
what
only
we want. That's what
weeks.
we want. That's great. That's really great.
It
And I'm happy
was.
to share any playlists with you if you want, if you are going in to create some playlists for birthing or practice, like, spending time in your breath in your body before baby comes, if you want. Like, I've got heaps of playlists I can share with you.
Yeah, be
Or if
so
anyone else wants any, let me know.
for that. It was just so awesome. I could just see myself in labour just then, like listening. Just listening to you and just, no, it was so cool. Thank you for that.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read into this PowerPoint and we're going to head to the next slide. But breath, body, and spirit. There is no replacing the power of connection. The essence of the breath brings new life. It brings nutrients, oxygen, and vitality. There is no time more precious than when you are hapu and in process of creating new life. Breathing, moving, and exploring connection with your body and your baby while you are pregnant creates a foundation for a strong and healthy relationship to come. So it's not only the process of preparing for birth, but through doing these things, we're creating a foundation for that connection between you and your baby for even when baby comes into the world. So we're already creating those pathways and practicing. How do we make space to receive our new baby? Okay, so our next slide. So we're going to drop into our body. And I'm just going to press play first so you can see this awesome video when I was pregnant. Hang on a second. Where's it gone? There. So this is in the waters. I was 9 months pregnant here, getting ready to birth, and down at a very special place that I go to here in Mahia. I got my friend to just video me because I couldn't get a proper photographer, and I really felt like I wanted to record this moment because it was my last baby. And anyway, I ended up breathing and moving, and it was beautiful, and it felt like this whole place just opened up. And I love this video because it shows the oneness of the environment that I'm in, the waters, and the where I am, and also the deeper connection that I've got because I'm hapu. I'm feeling it on a whole different level. Okay, so I'm just going to press play somehow. Oh, yeah. Okay, so lots we can talk about from that video. But we're going to get into our body now. And so I invite you to stand up if you can. And or not, you can sit, but it would be good to stand because we're just going to create some space. Okay. Okay. Just going to put a song on. Where have you gone? So creating space. You might need to shift your phone or your laptop or whatever you've got. Just pop it somewhere where you can move a little bit. And rubbing the palms of our hands. Just checking, can you still hear me? Still hear me? Okay. All right. So rubbing the palms of our hands, bringing them onto our face and over our head. And our feet are planted down on the ground. Planted. And just gently swaying side to side. Opening your legs up. Keeping them nice and bent. Keeping your knees nice and bent. You can bring your hands onto your hips, or you can bring them to your lower back, to your sacral area, and just giving your back a rub. as you sway. And now bringing your right palm onto your belly and keep your left palm onto your lower back. And we're going to gently sway and rubbing our belly at the same time. So we're rubbing our back and our belly same time. There's no right or wrong, just do what feels good. You might want to swap your arms over, do the other side, massaging this sacred space, and then allowing both of your arms and your hands just to slowly and with a lot of love, rubbing your belly as you sway. Beautiful. And you don't have to be pregnant to do this. You can still rub this part of you. And sending love to your whare tangata. And this is something really beautiful you can do down at the moana or by a river or anywhere, body of water. Connecting into the womb. And breathing in, stretching up. Keeping your legs nice and wide. Breathing in. And exhale. Just a gentle, nice and gently. And breathing in, up. And bringing our belly button, trying to bring our belly button towards our spine and tucking our tailbone just a little bit under. So trying to draw your baby in towards your spine. Breathing in. And exhale. Back. And again, breathing in. Tucking that tailbone under. And exhale. And again, breathing in. And exhale. Soften. And now we're going to do our shoulders. So staying in your nice, gentle, slow, rhythmic softening through your hips. Bringing our palms onto our shoulders. And giving yourself a beautiful, gentle squeeze. So as we rock and move and create space, we're also using our hands to release tension. We're doing a bit of massage actually. So I'm looking at our time and I'm seeing that we're running out of time, and so we're going to slowly start to incorporate the massage part of this in as well. So staying connected to your breath, keep breathing, life force energy, and feeling into what part of you needs some TLC, and sending your hands here. So in my study of massage, I've learnt that our palms of our hands hold our heart energy. So when we place our hands on our body, on our face, on our belly, we're sending, I've got a wasp, we're sending this love right from our heart into that part of us. So staying connected to your body and what feels good. Another practice also is releasing some tension. So flicking our hands and breathing in, shaking our legs a little bit, shaking off any tension, Raising our arms up. Keeping our legs nice and wide. When we're hapu, we keep our legs nice and wide. And exhale down, allowing ourselves to just slowly and gently release and hanging forward just slightly. Breathing in again, breathing in. And exhale. Coming forward. Coming forward. And this time, coming onto our knees. There's about 3 wasps just flying in my window. So just creating some beautiful space here in our lower back. Okay, we're just leaning forward. Don't go any further. Don't force yourself. Just find that gentle edge. Creating space and feeling baby. And you might want to find something to lean on. You could find a couch or a table. We're just going to do some nice gentle rocking here. And as we rock, we're softening our jaw. Softening our jaw. And we're staying in our breath. And through the breath, we're drawing in life force, vitality, energy, mauri. These are beautiful things we can do when we're in labor to help shift and move. And then just very slowly coming back down onto the floor if you can, or back to your chair, or wherever it is you want to anchor yourself back down. Just calling all parts of you back. You might want to sit, if you're sitting on the floor, you might want a cushion underneath you or in between your legs. And just feeling what's shifted inside you. Rubbing the palms of our hands. Bringing them onto our face. And bringing our hands over our head as well, and giving ourselves a beautiful little massage on our head, just to really let go of any thoughts or any tension or any static energy from our computers. And just let that all go. So we should be feeling slightly energized now that we've shifted some energy. And just closing your eyes and dropping back into your breath and becoming aware of the connection with your body and papatuanuku, or the floor beneath you. Becoming aware of the space that you're held in right now. Becoming aware of this sacred circle that we've held in, and really coming back in now. And coming back in, anchoring back into your physical body. And so when we use our body and we move, when we move and breathe and shift things inside our body, we can often unlock emotions that are stored inside us. And in the process of preparing for birth, sometimes we need to clear the way for these emotions to be released. And so that's something you can go and do after this, or at any time. You can find some beautiful music and explore in your body what wants to shift and what wants to move. And just know that these emotions are a really natural part of your body, finding balance and finding homeostasis and recentering so that you can clear the way for birth. So through moving your body, you allow the waters of your being to be moved, to circulate, and to be replenished. Connect to nature and your environment around you. Breathe, move, and feel into the soles of your feet, into your pelvis, into the fascia, into the bones, your blood, and into the waters inside your whare tangata. With this awareness, continue exploring what is needed. And these are just some more little things that we can think about that we've already covered, and just being mindful of the oneness of our breath as we explore into our body what wants to move and shift, and staying really connected to our breath and staying curious, not judgmental. Be kind to yourself. So we've covered a little bit of massage today, like self-care massage. I've talked to you guys about the energy that's inside the palms of our hands. Touch is such a natural instinct. Like when we first come out of our mummies, well, there's all of our senses, but there's touch and smell and taste and hearing and all of that. But as we go on and as we transform from children into adults and parents and all the things, often it's touch that we start to forget. And so if we can actually build these things into our daily practice, especially when we're pregnant, that we can feel nourished and topped up and relaxed, and also that connection with our baby and our body is enhanced. So yeah, so if you can find the time to add that into your day, we're not going to have time for me to teach you a proper full pregnancy massage, but that'll come. That's another time. But I think I've shared with you already a few things with our touch and massage, and yeah, and also know that our hands are wise. Our hands, we don't have to tell them where there's tension, they just go there. So just trust that. So yeah, so I've talked about that: grounding, centering, benefits of massage, reducing stress, helps to alleviate tension, rebalancing, good for hormones, connecting mama and baby, soothing and calming for our nervous system, awesome in birth, unless you're one of those ones that hates being touched. I would like to start teaching birthing partners how to rub mummies, so that you don't have to be the one that's like, you need to do this. It'll be great to be able to teach them already so they know. But that anyway, massage increases release of oxytocin, can help prepare for labor. And oxytocin is also that love hormone that helps us bond with our baby after birth as well. So massage is also something great, especially if there's been any interruptions in the birthing process, any unforeseen changes, and if there's any troubles with breastfeeding, or any of the postpartum stuff, massage can be an awesome way to open up those floodgates of oxytocin again, to then recreate and to an opportunity to reconnect that beautiful loving relationship between mama and baby. Okay, and that's just an extra slide. Preparing to receive. How do you create space for love? So these are things that you can think about in this process of preparation. Is setting intention inside your own home, setting intention in this time of preparing. what are ways that you naturally create space for love and that feeling of love? Do you like candles? Do you have your fire on? Do you have beautiful soft music going? Do you have cozy blankets or pillows and cushions? Like, get all those things, start to drop deeper into your belly and into your awareness and your body, and start to become aware of what is it that you need. You know, those are the things that come up, those practical things, like, oh, I haven't got this or I haven't got that. So it's about preparing. It's about voicing what you need. It might be about communicating with your partner about things, and clearing emotions. Like, that's all part of it. It's being able to drop into yourself and listening, what do you need? And then being able to communicate that so that your needs are met. And that's all this process of preparation. Okay. And we're at the end. So yeah, thank you all so much for sharing and coming into this space with me today, and being brave to be seen and heard in our Zoom class. And special mention to all my teachers, to the two beautiful teachers I have here in this space, Debbie and Nikki. Thank you for being here. E hara taku toa I te toa takitahi, engari he toa takitini. We are not just, we don't represent just ourselves. We also come from a much greater fabric and foundation and whāriki of ancestors and tipuna and kaitiaki and teachers. And so I wouldn't be sharing any of this mahi without those that I've learnt from. And so, yeah. So maybe that's something you can also go into this next stage of really drawing upon those that are shared with you, your own ancestors and your own teachers, and just drop into that deeper awareness of what you've got already. Before I close off, would like to ask you all to share one word about your experience today, just one word, and then I'll finish up with a karakia. Kia ora. Debbie, would you like to go first?
Waira.
Beautiful.
That was very empowering. Thank you.
Thank you, Brooke.
Amazing.
Aww. And are we the only ones left here? Yep. My word is aroha. Okay. Yeah. Is it okay to close? Is it okay to finish with the karakia now? Yeah. Okay. Kia kia tau. Kia kia tau. Kia tau te rangi maari e. O te rangi e tui honei. O papatu anuku e tā koto nei. O te taiao. E awhi nei. I runga i a tātou ti hei Māori ora. Drink lots of water. Go and have some food, drink water. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you. I love it.
Thank you so much. This has been amazing.
Can't wait to meet you, Brooke.
Oh, you too.
Just for anyone that wants to stay connected to anything that I might be sharing again, I will be doing some more facilitation and likely to be doing it online again. I've created a Facebook page called Kotahi Te Ha, And it's all about this stuff. And so I'll post events and Zoom links and things in that. So if you have a look me up on there, Charlotte Manawanui Christie on Facebook, and then also the Kotahi Te Ha page that I've got, all for kaupapa that's connected to Hapu Mama. So kia ora, and I'll save this recording, and if you want it, I can send it to you. Okay. See ya.
Have you got a minute at the end, Charlotte?
Yeah, yes. Yeah.
After you've stopped recording.
Yeah.
Is it just us?
Just us. I'll just stop recording.